Good afternoon. Welcome to TV47's afternoon broadcast with the latest news from across the country and even beyond. Here are some of the stories that made it to the highlights. The mother and grandmother of a 4-year-old whose mysterious disappearance and gruesome death shocked Gashie town have both been detained on orders of the Kiambu court as investigations pick up speed. Nairobi Governor Johnson Sakaja wades into the grimy quarrel between his administration and the KPLC of an unpaid power bill, with the head of public service and the energy cabinet secretary playing referee to the murky ruckus. The Health Cabinet Secretary grilled in the Senate over the ongoing spat between the SHA and RUFA that has paralyzed health services across the country, with SHA now accusing some RUFA members of fraud. Once again, good afternoon. Welcome to the broadcast. My name is Moige. We start off in Kiambu County, whereby a court has granted investigating officers from Kihara DCI office 21 days to detain a mother and a grandmother of a slain 4-year-old boy. This is after the mysterious murder of Master Ian Misingi, whose mutilated body was dumped in a thicket in Gashie and found 8 days after his disappearance. Beyonce Wangari Njoroge and mother-in-law Penina Njeri Kariuki are the main suspects in the murder of the minor. In his call to detain the two, investigating officer APC David Ngeshu bases his plea on, among other things, the fact that since the disappearance of the deceased, no report of a missing child was made to any police station.
Mtoto mama yake baada ya muda kama wa masaa mawili. Yona hatujaweza kuwa na habari kamili yani nani alikuwa na mtoto dakika za mwisho mpaka ile wakati mwili wa mtoto uliweza kupatikana kichakani. Yona pia hakujaweza kuwa na ripoti yoyote kwa kituo chochote cha polisi kuhusiana na kupotea kwa huyo mtoto. Pana washukiwa wote wawili waliweza kukamatwa mnamo tarehe 24 mwezi huu wa pili mwaka huu 2025.
Health Cabinet Secretary Dr. Deborah Barasa was today grilled by the Senate following the ongoing stalemate between the Social Health Authority and the Rural and Urban Private Hospitals Association over an accrued debt by the defunct NHIF. CS Barasa says the ministry is working closely with the National Treasury to secure funds that will help resolve the impasse.
So the private and faith-based organization, we do take note. We are acknowledge that they are really a critical pillar in ensuring that health services are delivered to all Kenyans. And so we continue with our partnership with the private organizations, the faith-based organizations. We have had routine meetings with them to ensure that they are supporting in implementation of UHC. So what was critical with regards to the withdrawal of services was the NHIF debt. And so what we have done is, together with the Social Health Authority team, is having routine meetings to see how we can have a payment plan for their NHIF debt. We are engaging Treasury. We are engaging various MDs that were involved, for the bill to ensure that there is payment of that. So our engagement is ongoing. But as you can see, first of all, is that we are paying them on time. While we had talked about 90 days, we are actually paying them within the 30 days.
Otherwise, I am terribly disappointed, Madam Minister. And PS Harry knows this, PS Mudhoni, you know this. You are my good friends, but you have let your boss down. You need to work better with a house We passed those four laws, Mr. Speaker, knowing that SHA was going to be transformational and change the lives of Kenyans. Do not sit in your office, Madam Minister, and listen to your choir of office officials. Come and listen to the representatives of the people to tell you the challenges that people are facing. I rest my case, Mr. Speaker.
Now that the President told us that if we remove that capping, that if all of us pay according to our abilities, we will end the specter of harambes to raise money for healthcare in this country. Can the Cabinet Secretary standing here before the Senate today confirm to us that there is no family in this country that has planned a harambe for this weekend to get payment for a loved one to obtain healthcare, including that baby Ariana, Honorable Speaker? Can she confirm that to the country? And if she cannot confirm, then she should be gentle enough, she should be kind enough to tell us today that this thing is not working.
At least 21 shops were reduced to ashes in a fire that broke out last night at Kericho's main stage, with the value of the lost property yet to be determined, police have confirmed. The fire, which erupted at around 9 p.m, could not be contained in time, leading to significant destruction. Many residents have blamed the slow response from Kericho County's fire department for the extent of the damage. According to affected traders, the only firefighting team that responded was from Finlay's company, a major tea farm in the area. However, by the time assistance arrived, nothing could be salvaged from the inferno. Authorities have launched investigations to determine the cause of the fire.
Mimi ni mfanyabiashara wa main stage. By 10 jioni usiku nikapigiwa simu, nyumba zimeanza kuungua stage. Tukakuja kufika tukapata nyumba zimeshika moto kweli kweli. Tukapigia gari ya county government ya fire, lakini wali respond late sana, sababu ilimaliza like 1.5 hours ndio wafike. Moto ilikuwa upepo ilikuwa mingi, sasa moto ndio ilispread haraka juu ya hiyo upepo, na tukupata usaidizi na hiyo gari ya county government.
Niko na pitu yangu ile naungua power saw 3 na mashine ya welding 4 na makrenda pitu karibu ya 500,000. Haya, na moto ile manyumba naungua hapa ni nyumba 22 ya watu tofauti ya ufanya biashara tofauti, iko 21. Sasa hasara inakuwa kubwa sana.
Deputy President Kithure Kindiki has affirmed that the government is in the process of revitalizing the fishing sector in coastal areas to create more job opportunities for the youth in the country. Speaking in Sabaki area, Kilifi County, Kindiki highlighted that the government is committed to fortify the fishing sector through modernization of the fishing tools, aiming to benefit the coastal residents and improve their lives. He also called for national unity, while opposing what he termed as premature election politics, stating that the state should focus on national development at the moment.
And we are targeting to connect 20,000 households across.
Serikali inajizatiti kuhakikisha kwamba watu wa Kilifi, watu wa Pwani wamenufaika na biashara ya uvuvi. Na umesikia vile rais amesema vile tutainua uvuvi ili wavuvi wetu wapate pesa zaidi katika mifuko yao. We are working to revive the fishing industry to make sure there is more income for fisher folk. We are reviving agriculture to make sure there is better food production. We are creating jobs for our young people ili nchi yetu ipate maendeleo. Baada ya uchaguzi tuachane na siasa na mapingamizi mengi, tuanze kufanya kazi pamoja. Wakati wa uchaguzi ukifika, watu watachukua mirengo yao, na ndio umeona wameungana na aliyekuwa mpinzani wake mkuu Mheshimiwa Raila Odinga.
In other news, the Speaker of the National Assembly, Moses Wetangula, has led a section of parliamentarians in condoling with the family of the late former IEBC chairperson Wafula Chebukati at their home here in Nairobi. Wetangula has paid tribute to Chebukati's leadership, emphasizing the weight of the responsibility he carried as the head of the country's electoral body. Additionally, the Speaker has urged politicians to uphold dignity during funerals, discouraging them from politicizing such solemn gatherings.
The calling of his office made him realize that the discharge of his duty was not physical. It was legal, it was intellectual, it was constitutional. And he left it there. That is the good man that we are seeing off very soon.
Ambaye naongelewa Mheshimiwa Bukosa aliongelea sisi kutafuta upape kwa matanga. Hii kitu tuachane nayo. Tuwe watu ambaye tunaheshimika kama wabunge.
All right, and now to the world of sports. We start off in international game whereby the Atletico Madrid and Barcelona played out a Copa del Rey classic as both sides surrendered 2 goals leads to end up with a 4-4 draw in the first leg on Tuesday night. 14th unbeaten game in a row for Barcam leaves things perfectly poised ahead of the second leg. Atletico took an early lead. And with that, we wrap things here at TV47 News. Now you're now up to date with the latest. My name is Moige William. Much appreciative of your invaluable company, and to each and everyone who made these a success. Do enjoy the rest of your viewing. Good afternoon.